Hey, I just wanted to demonstrate an expression that actually it's a combination of two expressions that will format um, custom field as money. Um, I think I've got it figured out now to where it's hopefully foolproof and fail-safe. Let me show you what I got. This is a new record that I created on a bond, um, or a new bond record that I created. Here's the field that we're talking about. Right now you can see it's formatted as money. Um, and let me just show you what happens when I edit this field here. If you got an existing record already, um, then we can do it like this here. And by the way, I did not add any new custom fields. I haven't changed the data type. This is still money data type. Um, but it should hopefully work pretty well. I'll just put in a big number here, and I'll put a bunch of uh, decimal places too. So when I tab out of this field, for one, the first thing it does is it reduces it to 2. So of course, if I have like, if it goes up to there, like 8.9 or something like that at the end, it'll round up to 33 cents. Um, but when I save it, it will display as the money field, the as a dollar sign with the commas and everything, and it saves fine as that. The way that works is um, two different functions. Um, I got code here for the bond amount format money, and this will format the money on the load of the data. So when when you see when it refreshes the screen and it loads all the fields, it runs this script that formats it with the with everything the way it looks. When I go to save it, it will run this script. So on the onSubmit function, will go in here and unformat the money and turn it back into a number basically. And I verified looking at um, the database how it saves in that format. I'm looking at this number. I'm going to go ahead and run this again. I've changed it since this value is updated here. So let's see what it shows as. Yeah. So that's the actual number that's saved in the database. Um, and it is a number uh, format. So it seems to work pretty well. And I'll show you if you want. I can show you what the historical records look like. Let me refresh the screen. Okay, so we got that number. And if I look at that, what it looks like in the database, um, I haven't changed this number. I haven't saved or anything like that. So um, this is going to be the way it looks in the database, the way it was brought over from data conversion. Now, if I did update this field, it would save it the way it's saved, or as a different number, obviously, but it would cut off the decimal points and everything. But it doesn't change. Like if you have 20 different decimal places after this, it's not going to change that. It's going to still be there. It should be. It's taking a second for this to load. Yeah, see, 76,367.94 and a bunch of zeros. But looking at it, it saves it saves it just like that. So I can look at any of these, and just by looking at it, now if you look at the summary screen, it's going to not be formatted because the function is only going to run on the actual custom fields tab. When I go into that custom fields tab, I got it formatted there. So I was hoping that that would work out for you. Let me know what you think, or if you want me to demo this any further. If you want me to show you what it looks like. Oh, let me show you something else here. Let me just add a new bond record. I'll show you what it looks like on the. This also works on the intake screen. Um, it won't give you the dollar sign, but it'll round down the number if you have a bunch of decimal places. Uh, let's see. Get an address here. 5375 East Bay. Not required. I need a applicant. All right, so you see the bond amount is already formatted. I can put in here that and keep going with this. Now let me show you what happens if I try to enter like letters in here. It'll reset it back to 0 and say please enter a number in this field. So I'm just going through and just adding the required fields. All right, so submit this. Um, that was weird. Okay, so let's look at the summary of that. So I got my bond amount here. Let's go to the custom fields. And it formats it just like it should. And when I save it, formats it just like it should when you view it. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I think this hopefully will work. And even though you got 30 something money fields, it doesn't require any edits of what you've got existing. You can keep all the fields you got. You can keep the data types as money. This seems to work fine. So, all right. Thanks.